About a week ago, a small charter plane touched down in Martha's Vineyard. Pretty common occurrence for the small island with no bridges or tunnels, where some of the residents come from the wealthiest families in the country. But this plane was different. And by different, I mean it was filled with 50 migrants, or as Jill Biden calls them, tacos. Mostly from Venezuela, who crossed the border into Texas. And the rest was history. The town has never been more mobilized than when they kicked out their new neighbors. You could say it brought the community together. Look at this picture from the New York Post. When interviewed, the migrants say they're already starting to miss the small resort town, and they would love to come back. I guess the military base isn't as nice. Some people may have been surprised to see the hate has no home here crowd have such a double standard when it comes to immigration, but not anybody who's been paying attention. This is just business as usual for the left. What about Jeffrey Epstein? A lawsuit was filed against Ron DeSantis hours after the migrants touched the precious cobblestone in Martha's Vineyard. But Epstein trafficked for how many years? How many people did he traffic before he was caught? And then given that sweetheart deal? And then caught again? You're telling me they didn't know where to find this guy? He flew with the President of the United States.
I started working on the island in 1999 and worked until either the end of 2005 or the start of 2006. I was on the island probably 100 times. I was ultimately in every single building that existed on the island at that time. I saw Bill Clinton sitting with Jeffrey on the living room porch area, which was Jeffrey's favorite spot. I saw no other guests there at that time at all. I just said, hey, wow, Jeffrey sitting with Bill Clinton.
Epstein was the most prolific human trafficker in history, something Democrats say they're against. I wonder why they haven't indicted any of his accomplices when they have all the video footage and the computer files and the black books. It's just so strange. Or what about Elian Gonzalez? Remember the young boy from Cuba who came here illegally with his mom? His mom drowned tragically during the trek, and his father in Cuba wanted him back. Here's how Slick Willie's administration handled that. A SWAT team came and took the boy by brute force, guns drawn. Talk about separating families.
We tried every way we could to encourage Lázaro González to voluntarily hand over the child to his father, leaving us no other option but the enforcement action.
When all efforts failed, there was no alternative but to enforce the decision of the INS and the federal court that Juan Miguel Gonzalez should have custody of his son. The law has been upheld, and that was the right thing to do. What I think is a quite important principle, as well as what is clearly the law of the United States. Do I wish it had unfolded in a less dramatic, less traumatic way for all concerned? Of course I do.
So DeSantis gives the migrants a $10 McDonald's gift card, and Bill Clinton gives them a SWAT team. Okay. How much longer are the Democrats going to get away with this double standard? It's not working. Democrats are losing Latino voters for countless reasons, and now more by the day.
Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe to Fox News YouTube page and catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You will not get it anywhere else.